this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Steven Strasburg is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very rarely do you see a guy have a four-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of four here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike one. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems. New opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
A swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
So here's Pete Alonso as he beats the first pitch into the ground to the left side and foul. Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Thames backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. In the air to straightaway right after it is eaten. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Noah Syndergaard gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Trey Turner stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants it. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's gone 5 for 13. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
All even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Batting third,
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Breezes him. A strikeout looking.
batting fourth.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Eaton, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. From the stretch, the 1-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Well, there is some weather in the area here in D.C. as we begin the second, and for more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi. Of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. and there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
That is it.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball well outside. Now the 2-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Turner gloves it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
That is it. The catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Now to the plate, Michael Taylor. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. The windup and the 0-1. Bullet back up the middle. Conforto is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Eric Thames will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Skied into straightaway right. Smith will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Batting 7. The first baseman, Eric.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. Settling in now, Michael Conforto. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
On the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting none. The pitcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Leading off for Washington, the third baseman.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Cabrera, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. One away now in the Washington third, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. Here comes the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. Hit softly on the ground to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
So coming to the plate, Trey Turner. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So here's Jeff McNeil back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Swinging a soft liner towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first
time now for the Nationals Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 1-1, here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle, gloved by Kendrick. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to bottom of the inning now. And the next to bat is Speedy Adam Eaton. It's the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Eaton.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder,
so the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 to him now. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Washington, the second
So 2
baseman,
are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. No balls and 1 strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And low, it's a ball and a.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
the right fielder, number 2.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Dominic Smith.
First pitch on its way.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Eaton. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now batting, the third baseman,
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner at short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
the catcher, number 40.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one. Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got it.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter,
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And it's quick. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Kurt Suzuki will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for me to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Eric Thames is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Thames behind 1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Noah Syndergaard. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas, put some solid wood on it, and found himself on second with a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw won't get him, and they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
the
Hey,
first
this
baseman.
has the makings of being a pretty big inning. The leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
From the stretch. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line, that's a base hit into left field, and that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
The batter.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. In the dirt. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-0 home. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
The right fielder, number 2,
Dominic Smith will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Standing in, J.D. Davis, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. Into the box now as Drupal Cabrera. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And it's fouled away. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 37. He's there.
Starlin Castro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Nationals. Number 14.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Castro, a former Miami Marlin, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The batter,
so
number
he ran
7.
the fastball by him for the punch out. Starlin Castro becomes out number 2 this inning. Here now is Trey Turner. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Joe Ross is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41, Joe Ross.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Wilson Ramos.
40, Wilson Ramos.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. Hey. 1-1. Hey.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside, 1-2 now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Count even at 2-2. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into second. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Justin Upton will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Justin Upton.
Fouled away. Looking at his career totals, Upton carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 0-1 delivery. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Ready with the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Taylor. Gone! So a 3-run blast to number 23 for him thus far as this lead swells to 7-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Austin Voth enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 50, Austin Voth.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Cespedes is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Dominic Smith would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Another one sent foul. The next 3-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Taylor is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
But
join
4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 7 and the Nationals nothing. Fernando Rodney will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Justin Upton will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Adam Eaton stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A bouncer to the left side. And he's set down, 1 away.
Up next for Washington, the left fielder, Wah.
The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now, this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Brad Brock takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume. Into the corner and slicing foul. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Howie Kendrick is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And there's your first out of the inning. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready once again, J.D. Davis. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Three and 0 now.
No strike.
Michael Conforto waits on deck. 1 out and a runner on second base. Ground ball left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Thames is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping up now, Ahmed Rosario. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball after it is eaten, but this will land out there just foul. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second, make it 9-0.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Justin Upton the next to hit, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Line towards center field. Taylor will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Coming to the plate now, Michael Taylor. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit well on the ground to first. Scooped up. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Up next for Washington, the catcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kurt Suzuki comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here by Suzuki as he set down on strikes for the second out. First delivery to him on the way. Eric Thames starting to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 2-2 one more time. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Nationals nothing. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Weak roller right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Mets.
Now with the plate, Pete Alonso, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. For short, hit hard, and that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
You think he's not setting a tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Eduardo Nunez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And that misses for ball 1. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Sean Doolittle is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Yan Gomes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 10.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith, and it's fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
So striding in, J.D. Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup. Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. On the move is Taylor. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. To third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Standing in, Wilson Ramos, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third. Michael Givens will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Eduardo Nunez remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Brandon Nimmo is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Now playing center field, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
From the stretch. Givens, the former Baltimore Oriole, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
To 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right
now
there.
Batting,
Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning.
Now
that's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. a comfortable victory.
11-0, the final shutout total in this one. The Metropolitans wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Noah Syndergaard earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 11 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,339. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.